What's up guys, how you doing? I hope mko poa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is another episode of how I was conned in Nairobi, even though this I was a little bit younger. And I know this is going to get me in trouble with my dad. Oh no, but because I actually lied. But you know what, he's a good man, he's a good dad, and I know he will understand that I was just young, stupid, and greedy. In fact, he's going to hear this story here for the very first time, because he has a different version of what, of course, I lied. Oh my god. But it's just gonna be okay. No, sijui kama ni sisi peke yetu ama you guys mko hivyo, but after I joined high school, and it's been the same with my other siblings. After tumeingia high school and you're taken to school for, you know, the admission day, and unakujiwa kujua njia hivyo, from there hatukuipelekwa shule tena unless kuna parents meeting or something. So sisi, we would just be given money for shopping. You take home your fee structure, unalipwa school fees, unafanya shopping yako, time ya kurudi shule you just go on your own. Bora si like tulikuwa tushajua njia, and that was a very good thing. Ilitusaidia ku grow up like fast and be responsible and all those things. Now, that being the norm, when I was in form 2, my dad, of course, he used to give me school fees. Najipelekea bank, I deposit to the school account, ndio nipate payslip ya kupeleka shule to the, was it the bursar or who, the treasurer that in the school, high school. So this day happened that nilipewa pesa kama kawaida, and I actually went to the bank. Vizuri sana, I have been given transport money, because where the bank was from where we used to stay was like a 20 bob distance. So I have been given the transport money. In this case, I'm talking about 15,000. I was given 15,000 for school fees. I can't remember if that was the full fees or what, but I was given 15,000. So I went to the bank kama kawaida and all that. I'm in the bank. You know, when you go to the bank and you want to fill the details, you fill in your date, your name, the name of the school, admission number, those kind of, you know, information, and then you take that form to the teller. That was just in the bank. Very well, actually, very like sinimezoea tu. It's not my first time, so I'm just in the bank. I have filled in my form. When I was just about to take it to the teller, the devil sent a certain woman. Oh my god. So she came and she told me, okay, she looked like mama mtu, a woman who worked in the market. She had like gumboots, warm clothes, gumboots ziko na matope. So I would tell huyu mama, either she works in the market, so you know yo kurauka mapema kwenda soko nini, gumboots ziko na matope. So she looked like a mtu wa market, mtu wa kuuza mamboga hivyo. So she comes, and she is a bit, or like, she was not very young. So she comes and says, msichana, habari yako? Poa sana. You know, it's just normal kusalimika. Poa sana. So she tells me, nalipa school fees kwa ya mtoto wangu, unaweza nisaidia kujaza juu mimi sijui kujaza hizi vitu. Oh my god. Enyewe hata wewe ukimwangalia tu hivyo unaona aki, this woman anaweza kuwa nashindwa kujaza form, so let me just help her. So I asked her, okay, unajaza wapi, shule gani, pesa ngapi? Na tukachukua hiyo form, tukaanza kujaza. Let me tell you, before tuanze hivyo kujaza, she removes another form, another brown envelope. Akatoa form ya bursary, and she tells me, unaona hii bursary nimechukua pale nje. nimechukua pale nje, kuna mama anapeana bursary, unaweza kuwa interested. Wewe nani hayuko interested na bursary wewe? Kwanza nilikuwa napigia hiyo 15,000 yenye nilikuwa nimepewa na my dad hesabu. Sasa nikipata bursary, hii 15,000 I'm pocketing. I'm pocketing. So the lady tells me, unaweza kuwa interested? I said yeah. So she told me before tumalize kujaza hii form, si tuende bursary form before that lady leaves, which made a lot of sense. So I said okay, tukatoka nje. Let me tell you, my form was ready. My form ya kupeleka kwa teller was ready filled. I have my 15,000, I have my kabambe, like I have my everything, because mi nilikuwa nimejipanga. It's ready filled. Na badala kwanza I take the form to the teller, this woman tells me, si tutoke nje, upewe bursary. Rose ni nani? And she decides, okay, tuende. So sisi tukatoka. So me and the lady tukajitoa, tukaenda nje. When we went out, tukapata that lady sasa mwenye ameniambia amempea bursary. She was standing outside, or rather behind a car, amelin kwa gari hapo. So we go, and the lady tumetoka na yeye kwa bank goes and tells this lady, habari ma'am. Poa. Nimekuja na huyu msichana anaweza taka bursary pia. Na kama mimi naweza chukua 2, unaweza nisaidia? The lady is like, naweza umetoka hapa saa hii, nakukumbuka. Nakukumbuka umetoka hapa saa hii, nimekupea form, kama unataka 2 haikubalishwi, lakini nitakusaidia tu kwa sababu mama venye unakaa, nitakusaidia tu, tuko hapa kusaidiana. Now this lady tells me, now the smartly dressed huyu mwenye anapeana bursary, she tells me, msichana unataka bursary pia? And then by the way, then when I was in high school, I had a lot of acne, I had a lot of pimples. So she's touching me nicely, soothingly, asking me, msichana na shida ya uso ni gani? Na shida ya uso ni gani msichana? Hizi pimples, umejaribu kitu? And I tell her no. Ama ni adolescence. Like, she has a very nice voice, a very soothing voice, and then she's very smartly dressed. Oh my God, ako smart. Like, this lady looks very genuine. Enye yaki anapeana bursary. There is no way hapeani bursary because she's very smartly dressed. Anakaa tu mtu akona pesa. So even kukua in a position to help others, si big deal. It looked very normal. She would be in a position to do that. Okay. So she tells me, now she's touching my face, nini. So I think ni kuniingiza tu box. And then she tells me, shika hii business card ni yangu. I didn't even read the name. I didn't check the company. Like, I didn't just check anything, but kulikuwa na namba na jina yake. I can't remember. Now she turns to this other woman and tells her, wewe unataka bursary ingine? So she tells this other woman, unaona ile gari iko pale ya red? So there was a red car somewhere like few meters from where we were standing. Enda kwa hiyo gari ya red, uchukue bursary form ingine hapo kwenye ulikuwa umechukua ile ingine. Okay, and then the woman says, unaweza tuachia vitu zako zote. I know that sounds familiar. If I koniwa, you know, these people will tell you, tuachie vitu zako zote. So this lady, this mama mboga, no offense, I'm just trying to make you understand venye alikuwa na kama compare jina tu. Haya, so this mama mboga leaves me with her everything. Kwanza alikuwa na kipaper bag kinakaa hivi like kipepa, akona kisweta, akona sijui nikiondoa mani nini, akania including her phone and those now bursary forms zenye alikuwa amepewa previously. So she leaves me with her everything. I'm there holding her things. She goes for a few minutes kwa hiyo gari ya red. Alifika kwa gari ya red, akaingia na hapo hivyo, akakaa like a few seconds, akachomoka na form. So she came back na hiyo form, na akakuja aki for sure she came and showed me ndio hii form, akatuambia ndio hii nimepata, na niko like yenyewe amepata akia nani, I'm also going to get this bursary form. Now see, it was my turn because she had already returned. It was my turn to go for the bursary forms. So I'm told utaenda tu kwa ile gari, and she has a very nice voice, she's soothing, she's very beautiful, you know. So she tells me, msichana, utaenda kwa ile gari ya red pale, uchukue form yako ukuje. So I say yes. Tuachie vitu. Tell me why I needed to leave my things to go to that whatever red car, pick a form that is less than 200 grams. Nilikuwa naacha vitu zangu kwa nini? Why? Tell me why I left them my everything. Tell me why tell me why I left them everything that I was holding. My kabambe, because then nilikuwa na kabambe 15,000. Kwanza nilikuwa nimeweka kwa kale kamfuko ka Safaricom, kale kalikuanga ka black, kale unafungwa hivi. Tell me why niliwaachia ile form nilikuwa nimejaza bank nikaacha, and everything else that nilikuwa nayo apart from their business card yenye nilikuwa nimeweka kwa back pocket ya trao. I leave them everything. So I go to the red car to pick my bursary. So when nilifika kwa red car, I find a man amelala na ameweka miguu hapo mbele hapo kwa windscreen. So I knock. Kwanza ninashanga, huyu mzee ametoka kupea huyu mama bursary form like 1 minute ago, he's sleeping. And something is not even telling me to look back and see if those women are looking at me ndio nisipotee njia. Plus, why would they tell me to go? Siya niende. Oh my God, this is... Tell me why sikuwa napiga hizo hesabu napiganga leo hii. Anyway. So I go, I knock kwa dirisha. I ask this guy, nimetumwa hapa na mama anakaa hivi. Now I'm describing the woman. Anakaa hivi, amevaa hivi, nikujie bursary form. Kwanza that guy anaamka nikaa amekasirika, nimemwamsha. So ako like, msichana, ati umetumwa na nani? I tell him, ukujie bursary hapa? Hapana msichana, labda umepotea njia. And I see like enyewe huyu msichana kama ameamka sasa. So I say maybe ni mimi nimeelezewa the wrong car, ama nimeenda kwa the wrong one. Maybe there is another red car somewhere that I can't see. I decide to go back. I went back to where those two ladies now were waiting for me. Did I find them? Niliwapata. Nobody was there. In fact, ile gari ilikuwa hapo haikuwa. So, you know, at first you stand there and you're like, wait, am I dreaming? Is this real? Ama what? Okay, let me assume labda wako na hapo somewhere, I don't know. So I asked the border guy where that car was parked. Their car was parked. Because by now you know they were together, yeah? The two ladies were together. So there was a boda parked there. I asked this guy wa pikipiki, umeona wale wa mama walikuwa na gari inakaa ilikuwa silver something, Toyota something, umeona hao wa mama walikuwa hapa wawili wanakaa hivi? And the boda guy tells me, kwa nini si wameenda hivyo? Now he shows me kwenye wameenda. Rose, Rose, your 15,000 is gone. Okay, at that time hata sijui kai it's gone. I don't know what I'm thinking, but my 15,000, my kabambe, my, you know, that time kwanza nikikumbuka 15,000, and I remember my dad my dad ni alikuwa amenipatia hiyo pesa, and why was I that stupid kutoka kwa bank without paying juu ya basari yenye. Anywho's, now that guy tells me wameenda hivyo. Rose acha nianza kukimbia towards that direction, running. Ushaikimbia. Kwanza nilikuwa napitia think katikati ya barabara. I'm running towards kwenye nimeambiwa gari imeenda. Of course I wasn't going to find them. I'm running, wako na gari. There is no way I was going to catch up with them. So I ran. Rose, I ran. There was no trace of them anywhere. So I go to an M-Pesa agent somewhere. I borrow a phone because you remember I have the business card. Nilikuwa nimepocket kwa back pocket ya trao. So I borrow a phone. Guy, that mbaba, that mzee I borrowed. Akaniambia, wewe msichana, tunawajua. Tunawajua. Mnatakanga kuomba simu sijui mtuibie nini. Anyway, it's okay. Me hata hiyo time I'm just thinking of kwenye nitatoa simu mwingine. I'm begging him haski. So I went to another M-Pesa like few meters from there. I went to another M-Pesa agent. There was a lady, I borrowed her phone. She was kind of kanipatia. Kupiga simu inaenda through. It's not going through. In fact, it is not, hata sio mteja, haiko in service. Hata iringe niambia niko mteja wa nambari, at least ningekaa nikitry. That nini ilikuwa nasema it's not in service. Rose, sasa nikulia, let me cry. Oh my God, these con stories have really made me cry. Let me cry, my friends. I cried. Now, you know, my worry was how what I'll say when I get home. That was, I think, my biggest worry. So I had to make a story. Oh my. So I told when I went home, I met my mom. My dad was still at work. I met my mom and her friend. So I told them, mimi nilikuwa natembea, ile 20 bob ulinipea transport. Niliamua badala ya kwenda na gari nikule tu, yani hiyo 20 bob nitembee na shortcut. So I think wezi wakanikujia wakanigonga hapa because aki for sure hiyo njia yenye iko na shortcut iko na somewhere like a river, hakuna watu wengi hivyo. So it's true naweza pigiwa hapo. So nikapigiwa hapo, wakaninyang'anya everything. My neck is even aching. I can't even move. You know, that was the story. Now, you know, one bad thing about lies is when you lie about something, you must look for more lies to make it look like it's true. Yeah? So nikadanganya, oi, I was niligongwa, hata I can't even move. So let me tell you guys, nilikuwa nakaa hivi for 3 days ndio enyewe waone venye niliumia. So nikiitwa Rose, I would turn with my whole body without turning the neck to show how I was really hurt. So for 3 days nilikuwa nakaa hivi. Let me tell you, hata sikuwa nakula vizuri ndio wasione nakula, kwani huyu alichapwa na haezi turn na bado anakula aje sana, you know. So I would eat light foods. Staki kumeza vitu rough. Hiyo time my friends, hata ungenipe nini inaweza kuwa rough yenye napenda. Miwa hatumezi. Nyama or just whatever rough food singekula because nitakula na nimeumia shingo. No. So I stayed like this for 3 days. Now, to make even the matters worse, my dad never asked me for like what happened for 3 good days. No, what was running in my mind ni anafikiria nini now that haniulizi kitu, haniulizi how the whole story was. because he was just told by my mom that nilipigwa nini and wenyewe anaona ni shingo iko pande. I'm not he's not asking me anything. Okay, so for 3 days, so the first day niko hivi, the second day imeanza kurudi, the third day at least naweza move around. After a week now sinishapona. So my dad never asked me anything for 3 good days. Sasa the third day usiku ndio he asked me, na kulifanyika nini? Well, okay. No, now I told him nilipigwa nini nikaibiwa pesa, and he said okay. Imagine he said okay. I think God was just cooling him for those 3 days. Hasira zikashuka, because mimi if you tell me ulipoteza 15,000 na nilikuwa nimekupea transport and you chose to walk, mimi nitakuchapa, tutapigana. So my dad he never asked me anything. And that is the story he knows to date. That is the story anajua ya ati nilipigwa nini to date. But nilipeana pesa because that was giving. I was just greedy that nitapata bursary. Hiyo pesa labda nitatumia pocket money, nitanunua tunguo. You know, as a teenager what you're thinking. Unafikiria tu kukula, kununua tunguo, tu smart nini. Maybe tu vitu kaa utoto wa tusichana what. So my dad is going to hear that story today. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. Now, the best part of this story is, after a few years, after nimemaliza form 4, nimekaa like few years, those ladies niliwaona kwa news. They were arrested in Nakuru trying to con another lady. How interesting is that? They were arrested, and I hope wakae tu huko prison, because why would you do that to a small girl? Imagine, I'm not even sure kama my dad had borrowed that money ama alikuwa ameenda nini ndio apate hiyo pesa, because hiyo si pesa kidogo. Whether uko na pesa ama hauna, like it's not worth losing. It's a lot of money. So that is the story. Tell me I was not stupid. Tell me, oh my God, tell me I was not stupid. Tell me I was not greedy. Oh God. But anywho's, we keep learning. We keep learning. And there is another story of how I was conned. Now this time I was conned my own money that I had worked for. That is when and that is going to be our 3rd episode of how I was conned. So my guys, share your experiences if you've been conned, or you know a story of someone who was conned, or just let me hear your thoughts. Just tell me what you think about the whole conning thing of people conning others. Like, people just want to get money easily, but I think it's very unfair to just go conning children, because I was a minor. I was in Form 2. I was a young girl, so I don't think that is even a godly thing to do. Lakini malipo ni wapi? Hapa tu. So like those 2 women, you see, they were arrested. Yeah, so guys, stay tuned until next time. Bye bye.